Okay, Katie, moment you've been waiting for.
Robert De Niro is an American actor, director, and producer. He has over 120 film credits to his name, 36 credits as a producer, and 2 credits as a director. A Bronx Tale, 1993, and The Good Shepherd, 2006. He has received numerous accolades, including 2 Academy Awards, a Golden Globe Award, the Cecil B. DeMille Award, the Golden Lion, the AFI Life Achievement Award, Presidential Medal of Freedom, and has been nominated for 6 BAFTA Awards, 4 Primetime Emmy Awards, and 4 Screen Actors Guild Awards. His full name is Robert Anthony De Niro Jr., but he's also known as Bob, Mid Monroe, Bobby D, and Bobby Milk. He was born on August 17, 1943 in New York City in the USA, making him 76 years of age at the time of this production. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches or 1.77 meters tall.
All ready to read 'em.
Robert De Niro and actress Lee Taylor Young dated in the early 70s. Robert De Niro and Diane Abbott were married in 1976 and had a son named Raphael together in 1976. Robert adopted Diane's daughter, Drina, from a previous relationship. Robert and Diane divorced in 1988. Robert De Niro and Toukie Smith dated in the 90s and had twin boys, Julian and Aaron, in 1995 via a surrogate mother. They went their separate ways a few years after the boys were born and never talked openly about their choice to have children together after their relationship was over. Robert De Niro and model Veronica Webb dated in 1990. He dated Naomi Campbell from 1991 to 1992. They made headlines in the early 90s before fizzling out, but it was later rumored that Campbell wanted De Niro to be the father of her children. Robert De Niro and Ashley Judd were rumored to be dating while filming Heat in 1995. Robert De Niro and Uma Thurman were rumored to be dating in 1992 while filming Mad Dog and Glory together. Robert De Niro and Grace Hightower got married in 1997, and the two had a son named Elliot in 1998. They currently split their time between upstate New York and Manhattan.
I wanted everybody to know that things would change around here.
We had to make an example of these pricks, that the party was over.
I'm just curious.
Robert Anthony De Niro Jr. was born on August 17, 1943, in the Manhattan borough of New York City, the only child of painters Virginia Admiral and Robert De Niro Sr. De Niro's parents divorced when he was 2 years old after his father announced that he was gay. De Niro was raised by his mother in the Greenwich Village and Little Italy areas of Manhattan. His father lived within walking distance, and De Niro spent much time with him as he grew up. His mother was raised in Presbyterian, but became an atheist as an adult, while his father had been a lapsed Catholic since the age of 12. Against his parents' wishes, his grandparents had De Niro secretly baptized into the Catholic Church while he was staying with them during his parents' divorce. Nicknamed Bobby Milk for his parlor, De Niro hung out with a group of street kids as a youth in Little Italy, some of whom have remained his lifelong friends. His stage debut was at age 10 when he played the Cowardly Lion in a school production of The Wizard of Oz. Along with finding relief from shyness through performing, he was transfixed by cinema, and he dropped out of high school at age 16 to pursue acting. He studied acting at HB Studio, the Stella Adler Conservatory, as well as Lee Strasberg's Actors Studio.
Can you do it with your left hand?
Well, I never tried.
So you're a righty.
Yeah.
At the age of 20, De Niro landed his first film role in the film The Wedding Party, which was directed by Brian De Palma. The two would go on to collaborate again in the feature Hi Mom. Robert did not gain full exposure until he played a dying baseball player in the film Bang the Drum Slowly. De Niro began what would grow into a decades-long partnership with director Martin Scorsese with the film Mean Streets. In 1974, De Niro earned his first Academy Award portraying a young Don Vito Corleone in Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather 2. From there, De Niro's career took off. He had a string of acclaimed performances, from Taxi Driver to Deer Hunter, the latter which earned him yet another Academy Award nomination. The part of Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver would make him an icon. His phrase, "You talking to me?" which De Niro improvised, would go on to become a classic line in American cinema. De Niro is a fierce method actor. He worked as a taxi driver to play Travis Bickle. He lived in Sicily for Godfather 2. He learned how to play the saxophone for New York, New York. In 1980, he put it all to the test to play real-life boxer Jack LaMotta in Martin Scorsese's Raging Bull. De Niro learned how to box and gained 60 pounds for the part. The effort would prove well worth his time, as Robert ended up winning a Best Actor Academy Award for the part. In 1993, De Niro made his directional debut with A Bronx Tale. The film was written by fellow actor Chaz Palminteri and was based on his one-man show about Palminteri's rowdy youth. The film was dismissed, yet has found a small audience since the release. De Niro would not return to the director's chair until 2006 with The Good Shepherd. De Niro currently resides in New York, where he is committed to building the Tribeca area. He has invested his money and time in the Tribeca Film Festival, Tribeca Productions, and the Tribeca Grill. Outside of acting, Robert De Niro is the co-founder of the highly successful Nobu restaurant chain, along with Nobu Matsuhisa. Today, there are more than 40 Nobu locations around the world. It has been reported that the Nobu empire generates several $100 million in revenue every year. Robert is also a co-owner of the Greenwich Hotel in New York. In 2017, Robert and Australian billionaire James Packer announced a planned luxury resort called Paradise Found, which will be located on the eastern Caribbean island of Barbuda. In June 2019, Robert's ex-wife Grace Hightower filed legal paperwork as part of their ongoing divorce, which gave intimate detail to their finances and assets. According to Grace's filing, Robert's net worth is at least $500 million, and then he made $250 to $300 million between 2004 and 2018 alone, much of which came from his expanding Nobu empire. Under the terms of a prenup that the two signed in 2004, Grace would be owed $1 million per year for the number of years they were married, a $6 million apartment, $500,000 in cash, and half the value of their primary residence. However, Ms. Hightower filed motions seeking 50% of the actor's fortune, claiming that he kept her in the dark regarding his finances for more than a decade. De Niro, who has long resided in New York City, has been investing in Manhattan's Tribeca neighborhood since 1989. He has residences on the east and west sides of Manhattan. He also has a 32-hectare, 78-acre estate in Gardner, New York, which serves as his primary residence. Robert De Niro's car collection is likely to include a Mercedes S-Class, a BMW X7, a Maserati Quattroporte, a Toyota Camry, and a Rolls-Royce Phantom. De Niro spends his holidays in beautiful places on mega yachts like the luxurious Arctic P.